Hey guys, welcome to Heart to Talk, the podcast. I am your host, Teresa Caesar, and you are listening to episode 57. Imagine yourself as a healthy, positive, vibrant, energetic, magnetic, loving being. Let your mind be filled with strong, positive visions of yourself. You are greatness. You are strong. You are whole and complete already. Accept it and allow yourself to have this mindset as your truth. Idle Ahmed, Inner Glimpse. I have come to learn that anything that you wish to be, live, acquire, embody, you must build, create, construct, and then you must maintain it, nurture what you build. And one of the most important things that you'll ever build is your mindset. Building a strong and healthy mindset empowers you, your life, and the world around you. After many years of doing what I would call the inner work and building my mindset, I kept improving and adjusting my practices until ultimately have been witnessing incredible results and truly have become empowered like never before. I would describe that my life turned into a series of miracles and synchronicities and just guiding me further in to the direction I wanted to go, needed to go, and was meant to go. I went from having a powerful, strong growth mindset to a magical mindset. And now that doesn't mean that it's perfect and that life doesn't have hard moments, obstacles, change, because contrast, no matter what, will always exist and always surface. However, when you have the magical mindset, it just allows you to beautifully spin your pain into power, your wounds into wisdom, and ultimately become the deeper vibration in a magnet for miracles. And it's just amazing. In this episode, I'm super excited to share with you the 6 graces that I practice every day to build my what I call magical mindset and nurture it. And the 6 graces are affirmations, gratitude, commitment, consistency, courage, and connection. May these guide you, empower you, so that you too can build your magical mindset. So friends, let's get started. All right, let's define what a strong mindset is. Most of the world would define having a strong mindset as a mind that focuses on positive thoughts and goals, has the willpower to avoid destructive situations and patterns, can overcome obstacles. Strong-minded people tend to be able to navigate fears, failures, and are typically who we view to be these successful people in life and in business. The magical mindset embodies all of that, right? But invites the divine. And what I mean by divine, spirit, source, universe, or whatever higher power you relate to, call on, have a connection with, have experience. There are no rules. You make it your own. But I have come to learn that when I go through my 6 graces, I invite divine. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that as I explain each of the graces. All right, so let's start with the first was affirmations. Now, affirmations are everything for me. If you don't know, I am the affirmation babe, and you can find my affirmations on Instagram and Facebook or my website. My handle on Instagram is I am the affirmation babe, as well on Facebook, or you can visit my website, www.teresacaesar.com. There you can find some affirmations to really help you with building your magical mindset. The word affirmations is derived from the verb affirm, which is this to state that something is true, One-line sentences, you can turn them into mantras that helps just motivate and inspire you and encourages you into taking action, and also with aligning you with your goals. Repeating them is where the power is, because you imprint and reprogram your subconscious. The repetition helps with changing habits and behaviors and perceptions. Words, thoughts, and emotions are extremely powerful. And when you make your inner declarations with the I am, I am strong, I am powerful, I am grateful, and the I will is your aligned action. So I am filled with inner peace, and your aligned action is I will. I will give myself 10 minutes of time to meditate every day. Use affirmations to build your day, your week, your life by speaking what you think and feel into existence. The next grace is gratitude. Gratitude is my everyday prayer. And that's actually an affirmation I have. Gratitude is my everyday prayer. When you are in a grateful state, you become a magnet for blessings and miracles. A daily practice of gratitude has such transformative power. Avoid concentrating on what's missing in your life and start focusing on all the blessings you already have. Now, it's even more powerful when you start to write your gratitudes in a journal. Start by writing 3 things you're thankful for. I love to do mine first thing in the morning, and I even do them at night. You will begin to realize that you don't need a single thing, but just to maintain your awareness of all the blessings that you already have surrounding you. The magic is knowing that all you need, you already have. Everyday epiphanies begin to happen, and you will find immense joy in the ordinary and sacredness in the mundane. My favorite is this quote from Meister Eckhart. And he says, if the only prayer you ever say in your life is thank you, it will be enough. All right. The next grace is commitment. E.D. Jakes says that without commitment, nothing happens. People are often unsuccessful because they lack commitment and they don't value commitment. Commitment is not necessarily an inherited trait. It's something that results in us working and concentrating and focusing on what it is that we want, whether it's the relationship. We're committed to the person, the love. I'm committed to my journey of self-growth. I'm committed to this podcast, and I'm committed to the gift of being a mother. I am committed to be of service in this world. When you commit to something, you're making a promise, and that is the magic ingredient to making anything happen, because it's your focus. Next grace is consistency. Keep going. Be consistent. Being consistent means dedicating yourself to your goals and staying focused on the things and activities to achieve your goals. Choose habits that you can maintain and then build on it. But start small. Consistency requires long-term commitment from you and involves sustained effort. Effort in doing actions repeatedly until you achieve those goals. I am consistent on all that I do. I am going to consistently launch a biweekly podcast episode. I'm going to consistently reciprocate love and affection that I'm getting from friends, families, other connections. I'm going to be consistent in how I show up at work. I'm going to be consistent in how I show up in my friendships. And truly, on the other side of consistency are your goals, your desires. There's such magic in being consistent in all areas. And the next grace is courage. Don't run. Don't panic. Face the situation. Believe you can do it. Own your mistake. Have courageous vulnerability. Fix things as soon as possible. Once you own the mistake, start now. And most importantly, believe in yourself. Other ways to be courageous is to liberate yourself, free yourself, have the courage to free yourself from the guilt and any shame, because there's from the self-judgment, and be courageous enough to celebrate yourself as often as you can. Free yourself from stories that get in the way of your power thinking. It takes courage to take responsibility. One of the most powerful things you can do in building your magical mindset is taking responsibility in your role, taking responsibility for your life, and pulling yourself from any storyline that has you as the victim. And that's not to say that if something awful happened that you can't honor it, but you take the power back when you take responsibility. Maybe patterns or habits you have the courage and you have the strength to pull yourself from those. Have the courage to step into the unknown. Often your past experience interferes and gets in the way of taking the next step. Step into the unknown and trust that it'll all unfold. And just have the courage to not allow external control get in the way of anything that you desire, that you know you want, and who you are. When you liberate yourself and you choose courage, you're no longer drained by the fear of life. You have permission to start again. You have permission to find the love you've always wanted. You're allowed to get the new job, a different degree. You're allowed to change it up. What makes it magical is I do invite the divine. When I feel like I don't have the courage, I ask, right? I ask source, universe for help, for the way, if I'm scared. So remember, you're also always supported and guided. And the last grace is connection. Every day, connect to yourself, of course, the source, and the world around you. When you connect to yourself, you shift the focus from the outside and you go within. Going within allows you to remember who you are. You're a spirit that's unbound, limitless, powerful, and taking the time to connect to yourself allows your inner wisdom to emerge, and you begin to start following your inner voice. You trust yourself, you trust life, and you know that everything always ends up working out. No matter the obstacles, you tend to just overcome them faster because you know that there's lessons and treasures behind what seems to be dark. There will be light. You become more confident and learn about what self-love, acceptance, and compassion are all about. When you truly take the time to connect to yourself every day, you are able to then share that joy and love with others. The beautiful thing about connection, there's not only connection to self, but there's connection to others. Social connection can really help with lowering anxiety, help with depression. It helps us regulate our emotions. And mind you, this is healthy connection, right? It leads to confidence, self-esteem, empathy, and really even overall improve our nervous system and immune systems. So when we neglect our need to connect, we actually hurt ourselves because we are beings that are filled with light and we're meant to plug in and connect to others, plug in and connect to source, and then of course, nature. So connecting to yourself, connecting to nature, connecting to others, and then the most important connection is connecting to source. You connect to source through prayers and blessings. When I connect first thing in the morning, it's usually through a prayer and I ask for energy, blessings. I tap into the magic. And this is what really has propelled me, what I call to have a magical mindset, because everything I do when I'm doing my affirmations, I invite the divine. When I being consistent, when I am committed, when I am grateful And when I'm courageous, I'm always asking Source to help me in something, to strengthen me, to give me more energy, to show me the way, to give me the signs. And that's why I say that I truly live a life that is filled with synchronicities and miracles. Remember, the most important thing that you will ever build in your life will be your mindset. And building a strong and healthy mindset will empower you, your life, and the world around you. Build your miracle mindset by practicing the 6 graces that I mentioned: affirmations, gratitude, commitment, consistency, courage, and connection. And most importantly, always invite the divine. That is where the magic is and how you become the deeper vibration. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I do hope that you're ready to build your magical mindset. Please remember to download this podcast episode and share with your family and friends. Also, find me on Instagram and Facebook for updates on upcoming podcast episodes and other projects that I'm involved with. Otherwise, friends, I'll be back in 2 weeks.